Hi, friends. This is a Data Guest episode. In this episode, you will hear from someone looking for a match. I'll be asking questions to help them bring out their personality and showcase themselves. You can evaluate whether they're a good fit for you. Here we go. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm here with Adam Dickinson. This is the first of our recordings when it comes to someone who's coming on as a guest looking for a match. You will probably recognize Adam from a previous podcast where he was on as an expert, and now he's coming on as somebody who's looking for a love match. And so, Adam, thank you for coming back, and thank you for being brave to come on here as this.
Yeah, sure. I really appreciate it, John. It was awful nice of you to have me back.
Excellent. Yeah. So can you just give us a little bit of an elevator pitch about you so that like not the professional side, although you can include that, but really more about who you are and what
Sure.
you're looking for.
Yeah, so I will try my best. I'll just caveat, I've never had to make an elevator pitch for more of the dating side of things,
Yeah.
but I am very much a analytical person who is very spiritual and enjoys the puzzle first, but I bring a sense of care, attention, and love to who I am as a person, either on a friendship basis or in a career setting. I operate where my personal mission is to help individuals connect to their gut and have those insights match up logically so they can make aligned decisions. And it's because of that mission that a lot of my decisions in a personal setting kind of revolve around that. I'm a new solopreneur, entrepreneur, and as a person, I pretty much go to the gym. I'm very much a weightlifter. And after that, consistently working on my business and learning new skills. And away from the business, I am very much a consistent, dependable individual. I used to work for the FBI, so take that with a grain of salt. But I bring in very much a mindfulness and caring approach to myself and with my own sort of self love and personal growth, but with an individual that I'm kind of looking for. I very much am looking for someone who can be vulnerable, that I can be my true self, authentic self, kind of let go and not have to worry about things and have essentially a tag team partner where I can have like a thought partner to think things through, rely upon, that sort of thing. I don't know if that helps. I've never done a personal pitch on me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I think you're very brave for doing that. So I guess my first follow-up question is, your sexual orientation is you're gay and you're
Uh-huh.
looking for a man,
Yeah.
correct?
Yep. Correct.
And so just to follow up with some of your hobbies, I love powerlifting,
Yeah.
but I've talked about this on other episodes. I won't date where I lift. You
Yeah.
know, I don't like to cross those lanes. Have you
Uh-huh.
ever had that? Do you consider the same type of rule for yourself, or have
Yeah.
you ended up, finding
Yeah.
people at the gym?
Oh, that's a good question. I have actually wanted to ask someone out on a date at my gym, but I am still hesitant because in the I think we maybe mentioned or I mentioned this before. I always try to approach someone in a very kind manner. I'm moving through this, but being appropriate is on my mind, especially if I were to ask someone out on a coffee date, and especially if someone's at my gym that I go to. I would rather just at the moment, my priority is enjoying the gym experience versus making someone else uncomfortable if they're, doing a bench press or lifting dumbbells. But there
Yeah.
is one individual I can think of actually that I really wanted to ask and have refrained just because I'm also picking up signals that he may not be really interested, which is fine. But if there is someone who engages me either in a very conversational manner and I feel there might be a vibe, then I don't have a problem asking someone at my gym that just hasn't there has not been an opportunity yet. But I would totally be on board with it. Maybe because I'm looking for some or not. Well, I would be really open minded about it. Let's say,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. The gym, you've talked about that a little bit. What other activities do you like to do? Obviously, you're putting a lot of time into your business. What other things do you like to do that you like having a partner for?
Yeah, well, if someone's a good cook, sign me up. I'm very much, food driven, so if you're a good cook, that's like icing on the cake. I'm very much on the organizational side of thing, clean. I'm a good cleaner, so, I can't believe I'm talking about this. Yeah, would love someone who enjoys food. I'm very much I can eat anything. I enjoy food. And aside from the gym and being an entrepreneur and learning new skills there, I'm a reader. Although right now I'm reading Alex Ramosey's book, I think the $100 million offer. So usually when I was still at the FBI in my career, I was learning books from spirituality to self improvement to business. So I haven't really read a lot of books for fun lately. But I do enjoy movies. I'm a very much a sci-fi fantasy person. Marvel is I'm a big fan of X-Men in particular. Um, Aside from that, I like wine. I enjoy board games. I'm pretty chill, but I can also talk to anyone. I'm very outgoing when I need to be, but I'm also like my alone time and have that introvert tendency. So, um, trying to think. Aside from that, something I'm growing into is traveling. I don't know if you asked this, John, but a prior one of my exes, when we separated, that pain and that challenge put me down the spiritual path and meditation path. And after that, I had a difficult time. Or I had an incident on an airplane where I started to have vertigo. So flying in an airplane has been challenging, but I would like to start traveling again. So if you're someone who is calm and supportive when someone has sweaty palms on an airplane, definitely reach out to me. But I do have a vision for myself that I would like to bring my business to into a global setting. And so traveling around the world, trying different foods is definitely something I'm interested in and would like to grow into.
Yeah, that's great. So as far as the type of person that you're looking for,
Hmm.
do you want to just expand upon
Yeah.
what type of person you're looking for? And by the way, I forgot to mention you're in the DC area, correct?
Yeah. So I'm in, yeah, the Washington, D.C. area. Yeah.
So are you open to a little bit of a commute to meet someone? I mean, in DC, DC is like Boston, a commute is like an hour commute is like 10 miles. So, I mean,
Yeah.
but have you kind of had a range in terms of how far away you're looking to date somebody?
Yeah, that's a good question. I will caveat since I am a new solopreneur and work remotely, there's that sort of flexibility. So if there is someone that I definitely resonate with and vibe with, it would be I would be open minded to talking to someone that's not in the Washington D.C. area. But my preference is someone who is. But with that in mind, physically, I'm drawn to, in the LGBT community, what's described as a bear, which is more of a muscular, heavy-set, hairy man. Also more drawn to masculine men. And let's see, also on the physical mind as well. Height wise, I'm around 5'5", 5'6". I've dated men who are taller, and sometimes it's tough. So if you're above 6 foot, that might be a challenge. I'll just leave it at that. So someone around my height would be amazing. But and then age wise, I am also drawn to wisdom and maturity. So typically, what I've experienced, someone around my age, I'll turn 40 this year. So 40 and above, I tend to gravitate toward. And then in terms of personality, what I'm looking for is someone who is dependable, consistent, that is reliable. As I mentioned before, I have a big vision for my personal career and being an entrepreneur. So if someone can support me as I kind of build out more of my public facing persona, that would be great. Or if you're kind of already, experienced all of that and have done all the things and want to be my sort of thought partner in that, that would be great. But I think it's someone who I can actually relax with. I have a lot of activities where I'm constantly going, and I bring a lot to the table. And sometimes I would like just a tag team partner to bounce things off of and also enjoy things with. So if it's kind of related to that, if you are, I know some other areas, religion doesn't bother me. I'm very spiritual, as I mentioned. If you have children, that doesn't really bother me. I'm very open minded. Actually, my mom has mentioned that I would be a good dad. So, um, if I will say one thing, I will caveat that a preference is if you are already out of the closet and comfortable with yourself. I think that would be preferred, just because I would like to bring you into the limelight with me and hold your hand and see where it goes. So
Yeah,
it's
I can
help.
imagine that's extremely important. It's a great
Yeah,
list of what you have that you and also it sounded like you want someone who can, like you said, be emotionally supportive when you're going through your own personal crisis, which might be on a plane, like
yes,
when you're going
exactly.
through that. Yeah,
Yeah, I would describe it too as I would like a man who can hold his own, and because I have like, when I say vision, but I would at some point like to be sort of a power couple where we all both bring the sort of powerhouse sides of ourselves to the table.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Well, I think that you provided a lot of good info for people who are listening who might be looking for that connection. You talked about a variety of things about yourself. You talked about, where you're looking to connect to people, and that you prefer Washington, but not necessarily has to be Washington because you're traveling as well. And so, if someone vibes with you correctly, then that it could be a connection. And it's always easy to fly into DC, right? Like especially from Boston.
Yeah.
It's the shuttle is great. All right. Do you have anything else that you feel like you want to just mention to people before we finish?
Yeah, I'm also a sports person, so I have been playing tennis a lot lately, I'm very kind of an athletic nerd type mixed with spiritual person, so you get like all that mixed into one. I would say too, I am very much a family person. I um am building a better relationship with my family and would like to experience my partner's family as well, and have that sort of camaraderie where we know one another, we trust one another, we hang out with one another. That would be amazing. Not essential, but I really just want to get to know and support the man wholeheartedly for who he is as a human being and his family and loved ones.
All right. Well, that's a great way to end it. And Adam, I appreciate your courage for coming on, being the first person to come on for dating purposes. And
Yeah,
thanks a lot. Well, so for those who are interested, you can go to my website. You can apply to date a guest. You put on here the episode number and Adam's name. And then what I'll do is, as those names come in, as the entities come in, I would ask that you upload some photos or a video, just to Adam. I'm going to take that and forward it right to him. So he'll be able to see that and kind of make a determination on what he thinks as far as the vibe of this person. So if you're interested, go to my website, donewithdating.co, and then fill out the form. The form should take not more than maybe 5 minutes to fill out. The biggest part might be building the video and just describing yourself and then uploading the video. But you can just do that with a phone right in your house. So thank you everybody for listening, and we will talk again soon. Thanks, Adam.
thanks, John. Appreciate you.
Now that you heard from our guests, did you like them? Were they a good fit for you? If so, go to www.donewithdating.co and apply to date them. It's that simple. I'll pass your photos and videos and your application that you submit to the guest for them to evaluate whether you are a good match for them. Maybe they don't fit exactly what you're looking for, but do you have a friend that might be a great fit? Share the podcast. See you again on another episode.